Hello. I'm just doing shit.
Oh, yes, potato.
Hello.
Green Path OST, but everything is my voice. What the fuck? I'm gonna cheat on one of my exams. There we go.
Hello. Hey, Trip.
Scent comes out of the stool and says,
Jesus. What are you doing tonight, bro? Cheating on one of my exams, to be honest. Because in this class, I barely fucking learn anything. If I'm gonna be real here. I learned almost nothing in that class. Or I'm just gonna watch some random shit while I do that. I just need to get this crap done. What the fuck? Matt Rhodes videos for 10 hours. It's loud as hell.
I must share the fact that my mum sent the wrong emoji and it made her sound like a psychopath. I thought they would have been laughing, but they sounded frightened and in pain.
True.
What the fuck? Wrong use of emoji, Dad. I hope your curry was nice. Grimace emoji, lips emoji. Your Uncle Mark died. Skull emoji. Hi, how are you? I got your card. Thank you. It was very touching. Snore. Happy birthday. Party on. We'll call you tonight. Love, Mum. Shit emoji, shit emoji, shit emoji, shit emoji, shit emoji, shit emoji. Shit emoji, shit emoji. Oops, Dad.
Shit emoji.
Just I thought that were cakes. Sorry. We just picked
They
up
can
cheese
be.
curds. Sweetheart, happy Valentine's Day. You are my gift from God, and I will always treasure you. Bad idea. I hit the wrong one, Guy-S. Happy Transgender Day. Mum, that is the flag for the country of Bolivia. No, wait, sorry. Bolivia. My dad just sent me a whole 40-inch emoji from his work email. They overturned Bill Cosby's sexual
Who'd you get for
assault
Secret
conviction
Santa?
when
I'm
he
not
was
telling
released
you.
from prison. Oh, I feel really bad for her. I know, it's a shame. Mum, you can't use that face. So wrong when your mum uses an emoji to show the colour of a hat. Granny is not good. Smiling contently emoji. Oh, okay, sounds good, sweetie. Sweet dreams. You too, Mama. Just saw a lightning bug. Thought of you. Have a great week. Love ya. This made my night. Love you too. Simple things are the best. Rolling eyes emoji. Went to my spam. I tried to chat with you earlier, but all I got was...
No!
Crickets.
Oh, it's
Awkward
3
moment
hours.
when my mum uses the wrong
Okay, I have
sign
4 hours to
emoji.
do this whole thing.
Hannah's still missing.
Fuck's
No, she's murdered. Crying with laughter. Goodbye, little Willow.
The best article you read in this
Sorry.
class and why?
Mum, that's
Literally
for laughing
fucking
so
none
hard
of them.
I'm
I'm gonna have to
crying
lie.
face. Again, I saw an item in the local papers this week. An elderly woman was killed in West Pymble, hit by a motorist. She was 70. Ouch. RBG died. Yes, so sad about it. That's funny. Laughing, mad. Sorry, no mad. I was going to ask why you were mad. Accident fat fingers. My mum used the wrong emoji to pay me back for the water dispenser I ordered for her. Night. Will you guys bring home the bag of nuts on my desk? I may need them. Cheeky wink. Crab.
Oh,
Crab.
no.
Spider. Crab. Spider. Spiders. Dad, those are crabs, not red spiders. Well, they look like spiders. Did you know Teddy
They look like
died?
spiders.
Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Selena, and many
What class
more.
is it? Women's Studies 101.
Betty, wink, flower, glee, muscle, prayer, angel, cake, champagne, party, happy, party popper, fire helmet, present, top, syringe.
I haven't really
We were
learned
trying
much
to
in that
face
class,
time
in my
comma, if
like
that
to be
works.
completely
Yes,
honest.
And yes, I need to get a look at you. A tongue? Watching Living in Poverty on BBC Two. It's 2017. How is this going on? All children deserve to have a good quality of life, not worrying about where they're going to sleep and eat. I watched it too. I was in tears. It's disgusting.
Oh, I
Naughty
said
devil emoji. Did you notice his fingers? I didn't till now. Huh? Whose? Those aren't fingers. Hey, baby girl, Cousin Noonie died this morning at her house. Yeah! How do I remove all emojis from my dad's phone? Because what is even this? Thank you so much.
Why did Seymour abandon voice recognition?
Love you,
No,
Mama
never
Boo
looked that up.
thing. Heart 100. Don't ever use that ghetto emoji ever again, LeMayo. Did not know it was ghetto. Was just looking for a heart and a number to say how much I love you. I'm not into that stuff. What's up, Buttercup? Sailor on for ici. We've just learned the French for it's hell here. This is the language learning app Duolingo, and enough of you have suggested that I run a video on this idea that the strange Duolingo sentences Twitter account itself started messaging me, so I thought I ought to get on with it. Now, Duolingo originally became a bit of a meme because the way this wild-eyed green owl reminds
that
you
one
about
is
your
not.
language lessons
I don't think any of them are right. What the fuck?
Threatening. However, it has also become known for the phrases it asks you to learn.
For
Not the
Hydra.
usual stuff like hello, thank you, where's the wine list, but instead, the ugly baby dances fast. Anna is eating a canary.
Was not
He
Native
says he's a
American.
model, but really, he's a priest. Yes, the swimsuit is small, it is for my mouse. The board of directors drank 15 beers and 3 bottles of wine when they talked about the products. I still hear the voices. They give birth to my child. I don't love you.
Native
I
American
only love
category for
mayonnaise.
not man, not
My
woman,
dog
but
is
that- wait, hold on.
unemployed and only has one eye. Do you like music? Or jazz? Salty salt. Where can we hide the bodies? Look, Ian, you don't have notes on. He informed the
What?
jury that he was too pretty to go to jail. Ice cream is not a
Ain't
breakfast.
shit.
Yes, it is. There is your wife with a man behind the restaurant. I yell in the morning. My horses collect teeth. The
What? Who
child
doesn't?
has a question about the sale.
No, I never
of
have the
cow.
energy to.
Eat flesh. There's a problem.
Me
He
too.
Wants to come with his cow. That man has so many ears. That's not water, it's yellow. Did you
Hey, yo.
come to kill us? I am
Yes.
the cheese. I thought it was an Apple store, but they only sold computers. This blonde
Pretty nerdy,
man
you
has
can
stupid
probably
ideas.
see that better.
World is very much my kind of place. It has a very safe streets.
Why is there a Norwegian architect in my bed? Here's a handy phrase you'd be mad to go on holiday without knowing. My name is Angela Merkel. I'm getting electrocuted,
What?
and I like it. 5
Same.
ants is more than 4 elephants. People died on the street. I cook tasteless pasta well. There is a hand
Who
coming
doesn't?
out of the toilet. Love is blind, but the neighbours ain't. Marcus, mate, where do your daughters sleep? Do fish
But the
drink
neighbours ain't.
water? Well, obviously they, Cucumber milk. The lion is eating a boy. What does 8008 look like on a calculator? I have 28 hairs. Do you want to be a socialist? My girlfriend's older
Do you
brother
wanna
is
be a
surprisingly
socialist?
hot. Dad, I need $2 million. There's somebody's head in the fridge. We got divorced because my cat was too cute. Are we studying the fish, or is the fish studying us? He knows. I have a drunk and deceitful parrot. Who's more attractive, Snoopy or Yoda? The village will burn. If you are kind, you'll get a lemon. I shall do. I want to live in your shoes so I can be with you every step of the way. The end is soon. I came across this meme the other day about choice words a school had banned, including Kid Cootie, Schmeckles, and Quandale Dingle. It has been a while since I was at school, so I thought it was worth my checking in to see what other sort of words were now banned. Our teacher banned the word Jamaica because we kept shouting it in class. The word buckle, I kid you not. The teachers, believing it to be a code word for something more sinister, decided to outright ban the word across the school. A boarding house wasn't allowed a Halloween party. They made them change the name to Mid-Autumn Party. The word Sharknado. I remember one of my math teachers hated that we spoke about Minecraft, so she banned the word, so we called it 3D Terraria. We were banned from saying the number 21. They actually changed the math curriculum so 21 would never be an answer, saying the word fire truck. The teacher banned the word because if you remove Iratra, you get fuck. Billabong, because they had the word bong in it. Incidentally, I didn't know what a bong was until this policy. In 5th grade, so many kids were arguing with each other and then shouting, "Roasted," that my teacher banned the word. Then we changed it to toasted. In my middle school, they banned the word toast because some girl claimed she was afraid of the word. So people would scream it at her, till she cried. The word swag was just banned at my school. It's gang-related. In my middle school, if we couldn't see the whiteboard, we'd yell, enhance, and make the stupid corresponding hand movement.
Let's enhance it. Enhance the detail. I think there's enough to enhance.
Enhance the reflection.
Can you enhance this?
Enhance.
Enhance?
It got to the point where it was so disruptive, the word enhance got banned. My school literally banned the phrase water is wet because it became a school-wide argument. Using the word pie in my school, there was a rumour going around that my high school principal fucked pies. I still can't believe my communications teacher banned the word denim from class. In 3rd grade, a few kids got obsessed with the words cheese, FedEx and camel. They said them all the time and those words got banned for the entire class. Someone's tweet just reminded me about the time my school banned the word squad because us man had a massive 100-man battle royale scrap. Had to use the word friendship group from that day on, skull emoji. The word banter, don't ask. Great banter. I got the word Jerry banned from my school when I was in year 8, but I wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. Yeah, I'll such a seagull was all. The word wet got banned on our HS basketball team because the sexual undertones offended the coach's Christian values. Class expectations. Everyone, below, please find the expectations we created in class today. These go into effect immediately. Behaviour, no malicious physical contact with other students. And no use of the word moist. My high school banned the word mip, you know, like from the Muppets. Teachers thought mip was used to mean something else, like something sexual. No. My school banned the word pumpkin. I'm so done. In my middle school, they banned kids from saying, oh, there it is. If you said it, you got detention. I just remembered when my school banned the word Ebola because it scared the year 7s, saying the phrase Happy Apple Day every day. My teacher banned the word flex tape in class.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
They banned the Macarena at my elementary school. So yesterday in class, someone said, okay, boomer, and my teacher got extremely offended. He explained why he didn't like that, then banned the word boomer in his classroom. Okay, boomer. Middle school banned flip-flops, strapless formal dresses for the 8th grade dance, Old Navy performance fleece, and saying the word whack. My 6-year-old cheerfully tells me I can say the C word in class next week. Turns out my teacher banned the word
1,300
Christmas before
recognized
December.
ethnic
Saying the
groups.
word
So, like,
dinner.
the highest
Computer
one on this
teacher
one is
banned the phrase
300.
bless you in class because it should only be allowed in church. My middle school banned the word chicken for a while, but somehow it became a synonym for vagina. My school banned the word nom, claiming it was an insult, despite that literally no one knew what the word was or what it meant. Papa John's and Clash of Clans are banned words in my math class. My 7th grade science teacher really banned the word direction because she was pissed half my class would scream out a One Direction and start fangirling every time. Hashtag 10 years of One Direction. Saying the word beast, as in that was beast, i.e. that was awesome. Instead, it was decided by the teachers to say cheese. So we had all of the middle schoolers going around yelling, that's so cheese, which in my opinion was worse. Thinking back to when the school found the boys in my grade 9 class so
Barrett Fox's
absolutely
article,
annoying
Hannah
that they
interviewing
banned
members of
the
Rebel
word
What the
because
fuck?
they wouldn't stop saying it. Have a guess. Have a guess. Just have a guess at what you think that word might be. You won't get it. No, legumes. In my middle school, they banned the phrase goofy, and every time someone said it, they took them outside and made them hug 10 trees. One time, someone was allergic to the caterpillars on them and went to the hospital. Good to check in from time to time on how the old education system's doing. The month of June is a sequelathon. We'll be doing nothing but follow-ups to all your favourite video. Oh, well, not the Furby one. I do have special plans for that. I asked you on my community page which non-Furby video you'd like to see revisited, and the answers quickly rolled in. More Furbies! We need Furby video part 4. Anything involving creepy Furby shit. The Furby Council want more Furby videos. Japanese ogre emoji. Furby! Analog astonished face emoji. I can't be the only person who has a lust for more Furby videos. Furby. Fucking goddamn Furby part 3 or 4, please. I beg you. I'm gonna kill a pigeon with a pigeon. That's the winner was.
I watched this shit while I sleep, by the way.
Part 1's been out almost exactly 1 year. So
precautionary principle refers to bleep.
Let's see what new words teachers have decided to ban in that time. The word knowledge got banned at my school. I still do not know why. One of my teachers banned the word can't because she wanted you to believe in yourself. Last year it was Zimbabwe, and today the word fog was banned. So if you say Andrew Tate at my school, you get detention, except for one specific kid who would apparently get expelled. Skull emoji. My school banned that word flabbergasted because they thought it meant you blew your pants apart by farting. I'm pretty sure the word quiche was put on a don't bring this up in front of this class list because some people insisted it was pronounced Kesha. My advanced algebra class got the word parabola banned because we kept saying it.
Female
Until
analogy
kids
to
not in the class, it was a
spermatogenesis.
worse disease than Ebola. My junior high banned the word finna because it's gang related. My high school banned the words peace, squad, swag, what's up and damn because they're gang related. Skull emoji. In middle school they banned the word cheese because it was supposedly related to gang violence. We all thought it was stupid and started saying cheese all the time. A few words my teacher banned recently are side-eye, fam, and cheese. In my 6th grade social studies class, one kid was limited to saying the word cheese
So ovulation?
3 times a day. My school banned the word stonks, gung-ho, a twerkopus, and chess.
ALS!
Yes, we had to.
I'm called AJR ALS.
Which led to the word cheese getting banned later that year. We're not allowed to say carbon dioxide because a kid named
In regard
Carson
to the politics of
oh,
knowledge, knowledge itself becomes power, and power can be used in positive as well as in negative ways. As individuals, we acquire knowledge from which of the following? Could be all of them, really. My brother's really loud.
for dumb reason, found it offensive. Our school once banned the word ginger. Don't know why. Banned. It's like something I'd exclaim to my cat. Banned. Our school banned your mum. My school banned the word snitch.
Your mum!
Snitches who snitch.
Cornell
Snitches,
Abulugod.
so they snitched about being
Where did
snitches.
women in
My
Afghanistan
school
look
literally banned
towards
the
when
word
searching for
student.
models
I'm
for
so done with
liberation?
this school. My language arts teacher banned the phrase. Me personally, I would not let that slide. My teacher banned the phrase, I am not involved, because literally everyone would start chanting it randomly. Oh, we still chanted it because you can't really put an entire class in detention. She tried once and it went horribly wrong. Imagine you're teaching, you're 22 years old, fresh out of uni, just a kid yourself really, and 30
The
teenagers
Comstock Law.
staring back at you all going, The other Year 7 English class had the word egg banned because my
Comstock
boy
Law,
best friend
passed
and
in
his mates
1873,
would start randomly
criminalized
yelling,
sending
egg.
what?
Now,
Food,
whenever
yeah.
someone says egg, they have to write a 2-page essay on eggs, where they
The-
came from, the types of egg, and just egg. My drama teacher banned the word hate. One time a dude said he hated this uncomfortable chair and she made him give the chair 3 compliments. Yeet, scoot, shoot, got him, lit, noob, can I get an iron? Simp, moist, get wrecked, square up son, come at me bro, and my favourite banned phrase, you uncultured swine. I remember the term shut up was entirely banned in my middle school due to it being impolite, which resulted in kids slowly becoming more and more creative in how to tell their classmates to be quiet. By the time I hit year 8, we'd devolved into some Shakespearean crap.
He puts
such
so
as,
many
"Doth
fucking
wine
articles
think
and
it
expects
before
us to
yonder
read it all.
fleet
Jesus
is?" My
Christ.
school banned the word cat because the school is so scared of someone saying something sexual, so the poor person that was so excited to tell everyone that they adopted a new cat got 2 hours of detention. Banter was a word teachers phrased as something bad in assembly. I got so confused because I thought it was a drink. Boring, refreshing, tasty. It's banter. Bro, my teacher
Banter.
banned the word emo baddie princess. I don't even recall hearing it. Skull emoji. Not even sure why, but my primary school teacher tried banning the word stick shift. None of us had even heard anyone in the class say this before. Instantly, 3 or 4 kids started repeatedly screaming it. Stick shift, stick shift, stick shift. My school banned the word big. The word oof got banned in my school. When we were learning about Africa in 7th grade geography, my teacher banned us from doing a project on the country Chad. My school banned the word, or letter in this case, L. YOLO was punishable. Teachers thought it was slang for drugs or something. You can't say the word sus in our school now. Facepalm emoji. Crime. Cat. Bet. When I was in 3rd grade, they had to make an announcement that eating paper from now on was banned because my class would not stop eating it. Right, that's not a word. Also, probably don't do that. At my school, it was banned to say Squid Game, so we called it Octopus Activities. And that was banned too. I'd call it Tentacle Events. What about fish sports? Cephalopod conundrums. At my middle school,
Oh, I
we
like
were supposed to
cephalopod
say the word
conundrums.
dice because it was associated with gambling. We said numerical rolling cubes. The word Peter Griffin was banned in my class. We now refer to him as he who shall not be named.
Watch that get banned too.
My school banned the word spigot as the boys were using it instead of dick. The word man was banned in one of my classes because people
Well,
using
today,
it
identification of
substitute
autism
for all
work
kind of
related
swear
injuries such
words.
as repetitive
The
strain
name
injury.
Pool was banned in my elementary school because of the Pool Nation, which was a group of 20 boys who all decided that they would only go by the name of Pool. One time, my teacher banned the word imagine, loudly crying face emoji. It was horrible. Yeah, I could imagine. Yeah, I managed to get the words refrigerator catfish, flop-a-doodle, flip-flop, flippity-doo, fish nuggets and flop nuggets banned from my school. My school banned the word, now this is a word I apparently pronounced wrong in my last video. Glob-glo-gab-galab, even if this person has spelt it glob-glob-glab-glab, because they thought it was for demonic rituals. Just as Jakua juxus us nus just must
Probably
may I janana, Iacabus just wukia. My old school banned
Four.
the word racism. The reason we've done it. We've stopped racism. Imagine
He did it.
all of these words in a single sentence while all of the teachers that banned them were present. Well, Shane Harding 7399, I don't know if I can do you one sentence comprising all these submissions, but here's how it would sound if we did just a handful of them. Imagine you were finna yeet Andrew Tate's big ginger cat Paul, a fish nugget egg cheese quiche. Would that be lit or a damn L? Also, can't Peter Griffin dice with racism banter without getting wrecked? I mean, I'm not involved, but me personally, I would not let that slide. Bet. Suggestion
Ew.
video. Weird things blocked on school computers. At one point at my school, the Wikipedia page for rats was blocked.
Oh, the
For
word Pokemon
reason
was banned
of
for mine.
quote. Go on then. Can someone tell me why my school blocked any word that includes ass on Google? Apparently nitrogen assimilation is inappropriate for school. My school blocked the word stripper, so my tech teacher Cal didn't show us a wire stripper too. If you look up cardio on my school computer, then you get blocked because it has cardi in it. Lol. They blocked the word love on the school computer. My school blocked me from Googling guacamole. The word skull was blocked on my school computer, so I searched human head bones. Of course, my school blocked all geography websites. Human head bone emoji! My school blocked Gramoli, so if my English teacher complains to me for not doing something right, she can take it up with the IT department. Gramoli. Hunduck fuddock. My school blocked Google Translate. Well, of course access is denied. Google Translate? That's high risk. My school blocked a website because it was labelled as education. My school blocked the PETA site, flagged it as, mature. Look what my school blocked Cookie Clicker for.
Why?
Oh, no. Oh dear. That's porn. Netflix is blocked on my school computer. This is the reasoning. Oops. www.netflix.com is not available because it is categorized as Netflix. My school internet blocked me for Googling internet censorship in the United Kingdom once, which is incredible irony. My school blocked my mental health app, LeMail.
Yep, that's also pretty ironic.
.org. Well, it looks
What?
like I'll be
Why?
paying for that. My school blocked Hulu.
God forbid you want to fucking buy a billboard.
That Cool Math Games is blocked on my school computer is home of phobic.
True.
My school blocked Scratch Games. Enraged face emoji. Enraged face emoji. Enraged
Joe
face
White in
emoji,
San
enraged
Francisco.
face emoji. Enraged face emoji. Enraged face emoji.
San Francisco.
Enraged face emoji. 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 Chicken leg emoji. Enraged face emoji. Enraged face emoji. Enraged face emoji. If you ever think your school is strict with websites on the school computers, my school blocked the dinosaur game when you have no Wi-Fi on Google. How? Loudly crying face emoji. Loudly crying face emoji. Loudly crying face emoji. It just says that the administrators don't allow Tibbis or something, and instead of the gameplay, the dinosaur just stands there with meters in the back about hit him. Loudly crying face emoji. Loudly crying face emoji. Loudly crying face emoji. No, it's gonna get killed. My school's filter once blocked me from searching up a physics
It's a closer
question.
one.
Now, as I read this out, see if you can guess which bit the school computer had issue with. A 1,500 kilogram car travelling along a road is hit by a 0.1 kilogram rock that creates a small crack in the car's windshield. Which of the following describes the interaction between the windshield and the rock? Oh yeah, you'd love to search for that, wouldn't you, eh? Bloody crack. My school blocked the Photos app. Why on earth would they do that? I am literally so mad right now. My school blocked me from changing my profile picture on Teams, and now I'm stuck with Austin Powers. Loudly crying face emoji. It's literally this too. Yeah, baby. My school blocked Google Meet.
Fucking
$, ampersand slash dollar. My school blocked Google Docs, to which @SpicyBean posts this video. Remember, keep calm about it. What the fuck? School blocked the word squid. My school blocked Indeed.com. Lol. My school blocked the KFC website. Why? That's a great question. Trying to turn in my senior paper and turn it in is blocked on my school computer. Nah, my school blocked chess.com, and also my school's chess club uses chess.com, so they're kind of fucked. My school blocked their own website. Dumbest thing blocked at my school is archive. And the reason was, well, questionable, tasteless. My school had Facebook blocked for friendship content like they're fucking North Korea. My school blocked Discord because it's categorised as alcohol.
Like they're fucking North Korea.
A glass of Discord in the evening. No fucking way. My school blocked Wikipedia. Yeah, it's a blog. My school blacked. What bad? Where will I go when I'm bored? Planned Parenthood is blocked on my school computer.
What's a quick game recommendation of Dispatch? Ooh.
My school have blocked the word unblocked on Google. They're evolving, guys. My school blocked the word meme to prevent us from looking at memes in class, but I found out very quickly that if you type in meme, it autocorrects itself to meme and still shows results. Ho ho! We got a hacker here.
Fuck.
I'm in.
My school blocked Instagram, but not Twitter. Some of my teachers even tell us to use Instagram for stuff. And then they've gone for the person standing emoji. Why is Goodreads blocked on my school computer, but not Twitter? My school blocked the New York Times, but not Twitter. How is Twitter not blocked on my school computer?
No way!
There's
no fucking way. Okay, I have to put this like...
My school blocks every site. Bye. Here's a
No!
2020. As Tier 3 restrictions come into force in Liverpool, a lesson from local retired driving instructor Mike on why commas are so important. Tier 3 won't stop me doing the things I love. Partying, drinking, shagging my dogs, going out. You can't stop me, Boris. Punctuation is important. It's the difference between you want to go, mate, and you want to go, mate. It's the difference between I have an hour and a half to kill, someone talk to me, and I have an hour and a half to kill someone, talk to me. Noise-cancelling earplugs, hearing protection.
God damn it, why can't Firefox
open
open any of
motorcycles?
these?
Watching a movie in which Joseph Gordon-Levitt
Why do I have
has
to use
copious
Chroma?
amounts of gay sex with my parents. Awkward doesn't begin to describe it. Boater safety info today at Buddle Creek.
What do I gotta
Boat
use this
access
shit?
from 9 to 1. Free life jackets for kids and hot dogs. Boy paralysed after tumour fights back to gain a black belt. How to cook crack.
Oh my
Gain a crack.
God.
Delta has banned the Navy SEAL who killed Osama bin Laden for refusing to wear a mask. I didn't know
What?
Osama bin
Yeah,
Laden
okay.
was killed for refusing to wear a mask. What are some good places in Lee's Summit? No idea, bro. Well, figure it out.
I still can't get on the
I was
fucking
okay,
website
damn.
anyways. What's
Word
the point?
number one. Word number one. One day, English will kill us. Crocodiles do not swim here. Come on in, it's fine. I'm a nurse in the ER. This is why punctuation is important. Reason for visit, not eating diarrhea. Patient stated complaint, not eating diarrhea. Class of 2013 homecoming. Don't wear black, people. What? Oh, don't wear black. people, ladies and gentlemen, this is why commas are a huge benefit to the English language. Plastic bags can be dangerous. To avoid danger of suffocation, keep this bag away from babies and children made in the USA. Slow men working on the side of the road. Do you know rattlesnakes use caution while walking around rocks? Warning!
No.
Coyotes watch children leash dogs. Not, oh shit, a hole, but rather, shit a hole in my yoga pants. Analog sad face emoji in the bar. Are they still wearable? College View State School for the severely handicapped state of Missouri. We are now approaching Leeds, where this train terminates
Fuck, what I just
customers.
closed? Hold on.
What do you mean by Justin Bieber? I should teach my friend about
the
the
one I just
importance
closed.
of the comma, then shoot bows while we ride horses like bosses. I already know how to ride a horse, Dick. The mayor! Riding since I was 5! $100 area rug. New, only one left. 5'3" by 7'3", original price was $150. I'm asking for 100 bed bugs and a smoke-free environment. Call me stupid. You're stupid. No, call me stupid. Oh, yeah. Man boobs are just wonderful. Wait, I forgot the comma, please. No smoking, food radios, without headphones, bicycles. I wonder what that would look like. Well, there were some attempts to draw this scenario. Not the best, though, so if you're itching for something to
I'm
draw from
completely
this
lying
video,
about reading the
make
article.
it this. Drink in my hand toes in the sand. I wonder what that would look like. Ian is 39 and looking to date 2 children. DoorDash getting in touch
What?
to let you know you're in
Too
Christian.
bad.
Your
Yeah.
new reason to eat out Mac. Don't fancy cooking, Jonathan? You're running out of time to save Kashan. All girls with long hair must be tied up. Thank you, Debbie. At Southern Rail UK, are you putting on replacement buses for the Rye shuttles you've cancelled again? Hi. We're not sorry, Neil. Zahir tweeted 3 minutes ago, dog pussy is so fire. Then Zahir just frantically tweeted 2 minutes ago, dog pussy is so fire. Thank God for punctuation.
Are you sure you don't mean dog pussy? Like, come on.
Commas are important. Put your feet
Horrible.
up, Barbara. Kinky bitch. Apostrophes are important. I order my daughters on Amazon. Hyphens are important too.
What?
Students get first hand job experience. Why you put titles in quotes?
Yay.
Avril Lavigne singing "Bite Me on the Dick." Clark rocking New Year's Eve 2022 show. I'm a Christian dumbass. Excited to hang you all. I didn't even realise I'm dead. Volkswagen Italy, please never change your Instagram handle. Why? What's so funny about Volkswagen Italia? A North Carolina police officer and his wife were found shot to death in their home by his supervisors after he failed to show up to work. Reminds me of both.
Good evening, I'm Ken Bastida. Dana is off tonight. He was murdered and then set on fire while celebrating his birthday. The body of Jimmy Fresky.
And
This is BBC World News. I'm Jonathan Charles, kept hidden for almost 2 decades and forced to bear children.
missing woman remains found. Bishops agree. Sex abuse rules. When will Fox
What?
News ever learn why punctuation matters? Kathleen bangs a former commercial pilot. Kathleen bangs an aerospace journalist. Kathleen bangs a former airline instructor. He bullied me for years. He used to strangle me and spit on me fucking asshole. Please use commas. Fugage. We remember all who have served hot breakfast. Don't touch yourself. Ask the staff. How are you handsome? Genetics, I guess. What a happy St. Patrick's Day to all. Please, don't drink. Do drugs and drive. Baby-proof the house. I'm about to shit. Why? I meant I'm about to. Shit. Jesus, dropped my full water bottle. Sorry for the noise. Wine bottle now. I hosted a party this weekend where I gave my friends vegan child meat. Teacher has sex with
What?
16-year-old male student in airplane bathroom on school trip. Oh dear, there's no excuse for that. It's for charity. Oh well. Belinda Essery. Worried face emoji. Feeling sad. I just want to see my little brothers fuck. Oh, I just want to see my little brothers. Fuck. Yeah, this is a time where a comma is really needed. Oh my God. I should be a comedian. Becomes a comedian, still gets no bitches. Nah. Waving hand emoji. No
True.
one would come to your shows. Neutral face emoji.
Aw,
My mum would come
rude.
fuck you. That's weird. But along with the punctuation of fuck you, be very careful with the punctuation of the sarcastic. Oh, fucking A. At the hospital, and my grandpa is still sick, and I have to watch him fucking man. The hospital.
What?
Be very careful with the punctuation of the sarcastic. Oh, fucking A. At the hospital, and my grandpa is still sick, and I have to watch him fucking a man. Tonight is gonna suck. Hey, Robbie, I think a comma would help here. That's fucked up, man. My grandpa already sick. The last thing he needs to be put in a comma. Fuck you, man. Wow. I mean, I
Bruh.
wonder what that would look like. You have to watch me fuck a man. Ah, tonight's gonna suck. But although punctuation is important, sometimes it don't matter. I'm crying. Does your fuck suffrage please date him? I want to.
Wait, I can listen to this. Fuck it.
NPR and ProPublica have spent months investigating why it is that the number of mothers dying from complications of pregnancy and childbirth has been rising in the U.S., why that death rate is now higher than any other industrialized nation, why American women are 3 times likelier to die than women just across the border in Canada.
As NPR's Renee Montagne and ProPublica's Nina Martin have reported, 60% of these deaths could have been prevented. To date, we hear about a woman who had a complication unique to pregnancy and childbirth. Renee looks at what her experience tells us about the system that allowed her to die.
This is the story of Lauren Blumstein. We heard it one rainy day in the New Jersey home of Larry Blumstein, looking onto a child's playroom filled with princess dresses and a big plush unicorn.
Come here. Hi, Tootie.
Hi.
Can you say hi?
Hi.
I have a question for you. Where did you get these beautiful green eyes?
Mommy Lauren.
From Mommy Lauren, yeah.
Haley knows Lauren through stories and photographs. A favorite of Larry's shows Lauren, slender and tan, standing in the foam of a pale blue sea with a barely swelling belly.
Lauren loved the beach.
Etched in the sand is the name Haley.
She looked, I'd say, like the happiest and most alive the whole time I knew her. I remember her talking to Haley through her tummy. I remember like 28 weeks saying, just don't come out too soon.
As a neonatal nurse at a large medical center near the Jersey Shore, Lauren knew how vulnerable preemies can be.
So she made it all the way to 40 weeks, like really no problem. She was entirely healthy.
What neither she nor Larry, an orthopedic surgeon himself, considered was that Lauren might not survive her own baby's birth. Yet as we've reported, every day in America, on average, 2 or 3 women die from pregnancy-related causes. Complications include hemorrhage, blood clots, infection, heart failure, and the syndrome that killed Lauren Blumstein, preeclampsia, a disorder of the placenta, the organ that delivers oxygen and nutrients to the fetus. There are an array of symptoms: persistent swelling and headache and dangerously high blood pressure. Preeclampsia affects about 5% of all pregnant women in America. It's highly treatable, but it can turn deadly if that treatment comes too late. In Lauren Blumstein's case, her medical charts during labor record high blood pressure readings, though her nurses did not alert her doctor. And in a home video taken minutes after birth, Lauren is glowing, tearing up in wonder at her tiny newborn. Then Haley was whisked away to be weighed and measured. Lauren would never see her again.
Lauren didn't touch any of the food that they brought her, and she started describing like really one of the worst.
Dangerously high blood pressure. Preeclampsia affects about 5% of all pregnant women in America. It's highly treatable, but it can turn deadly if that treatment comes too late. In Lauren Blumstein's case, her medical charts during labor record high blood pressure readings, though her nurses did not alert her doctor. And in a home video taken minutes after birth, Lauren is glowing, tearing up in wonder at her tiny newborn. Then Haley was whisked away to be weighed and measured. Lauren would never see her again.
Lauren didn't touch any of the food that they brought her, and she started describing like really one of the worst pains she's ever felt, and she was pointing with one finger right in the center of like the bottom of her sternum, and she didn't know how to get rid of that pain.
Lauren's blood pressure had begun spiking, and that upper gastric pain, it's a key symptom of severe preeclampsia. Yet her medical records show her obstetrician ordering a common antacid. Acid reflux, heartburn, is a leading misdiagnosis when it comes to preeclampsia. Being
around patients in a hospital, you can tell when someone looks sick, and she looked really bad. And I wasn't sure what to do because the OB seemed confident that this was nothing, and I was not trying to overstep my bounds and assume the system knew what it was doing.
Untreated, Lauren's preeclampsia progressed to a far more dangerous syndrome known by the acronym HELP. It can lead to kidney and liver failure after a breakdown of blood cells and a dramatic loss of the blood's platelets, which helps stem bleeding. Lauren's medical records show her writhing in agony for hours as the doctors treated her pain but failed to accurately put together her symptoms. Finally, this patient states, quote, "Do anything to stop this pain." Larry was by now frantic that Lauren's high blood pressure wasn't being treated. Her obstetrician responded with a call for morphine.
I was like, maybe another doctor should see her. But while I'm talking to Lauren, I looked at her face and I realized that she's not moving her whole face. She suddenly looks really calm and comfortable. And I'm like, Lauren, smile for me. And when she smiled, only the right side of her face, only the right side went up. So then I actually said to the OB if to call a neurosurgeon. And he didn't know why. He asked me why. And I was like, because she's had this blood pressure for so long that's so high. She now has a stroke. She burst a blood vessel in her brain. She's a huge bleed. It needs to be evacuated.
Bro's been watching comments for 1 million years.
The obstetrician was like, she just got morphine. This is going to be some weird adverse reaction to the morphine. It's not going to be a stroke. And I was thinking, I don't see how that's going to be true, but I'll pray for a miracle here. And I remember watching her CAT scan come up on the screen. There's an enormous bleed in her brain. So I was like, all right, well, we'll still have her. She might be paralyzed. She might be partially paralyzed, but we'll see.
Eleni Sigas has been hearing stories like this for 20 years. After she was rushed to the hospital with severe preeclampsia, she survived. Her baby did not.
It was a perfectly normal pregnancy until it wasn't.
Wait, what?
Sigas now heads the Preeclampsia Foundation, focused on a complication many say should never lead to the death of a mother. Preeclampsia kills up to 70 women in the U.S. each year. Great Britain once had similar statistics until it instituted a system of uniform responses, the kind of protocols not followed in Lauren's case. With British medical teams basically on high alert for preeclampsia, Britain brought its numbers down to nearly zero, on average 1 death a year.
It's the disorder of the placenta, right? And when it's not functioning properly, it's going to affect both mom and baby. And what a lot of science is really trying to push for now is understanding what is it that's breaking down in the placenta that causes this to happen.
Even though it's little understood what causes the placenta to become dysfunctional, there are drugs for the high blood pressure and seizures associated with it. Traditionally, one important treatment is simply giving birth. But the widely held notion that expelling the placenta is the cure is a myth.
And the problem with that myth, that delivery is the cure, is it mentally, emotionally, intellectually, it just releases you from anything else that could go wrong is not going to go wrong. And that's not true.
In a 2015 deposition after her death, Lauren Blumstein's own obstetrician was asked how to treat or cure preeclampsia. Twice he answered delivery. The third time, quote, delivery is the only cure. In fact, 80% of all deaths from severe preeclampsia occur after birth, as happened with Lauren. It wasn't until after a code stroke was called that the most basic treatment for severe preeclampsia, magnesium sulfate, was initiated. Lauren had finally gotten the correct diagnosis, but now she needed surgery to relieve the pressure on her brain caused by the bleed and also a much higher level of platelets. Remember, they help clot the blood. As a surgeon, Larry knew platelets could be transfused, and yet
they had none. They were able to call to another hospital and have platelets brought, but that takes all night. And in the meantime, Lawrence has this bleed. So we just sat overnight.
And by the time the platelets arrived the next morning, it was too late.
She did something called doll's eyes, where if you take someone's head and basically turn it side to side and the eyes just move with the head and don't deviate, it's the beginning of brain death. And I remember watching him. Do that to her. And
that's completely
so they took her
preventable,
to the operating room. And the neurosurgeon operated for, I think, about 4 hours.
There were so
and when
many
he came out,
misdiagnoses.
he said that
they started by giving her antacids.
She's still alive. She's basically on life support, but she's brain dead. So at that point, we decided to withdraw. draw care, and then I brought Haley in one last time. And I just put Haley in Lauren's arms.
Oh my god, fuck.
Then they withdrew care, and she passed away.
Fuck's sake. This was preventable, by the way, wasn't it? I imagine.
Days later, Larry held Haley in his arms when they buried Lauren. He never returned to live in the red brick house they had just bought. When Haley was nearly 3, Larry remarried, and he and his wife Carolyn had another daughter. Yet on a day devoted to Haley's birth and Lauren's death, it's clear the hurt is always there.
I can't. I literally can't accept it. The amount of pain she must have experienced in that exact moment when she finally had this little girl, I can't fathom it. The timing is just so incredibly cruel.
NPR and ProPublica found many of the mistakes that lead to maternal death stem from a medical system that bases care on the idea that it's rare for a woman to die in childbirth. It's a system where funding and resources are directed mostly at saving babies.
The assumption is pregnancy and delivery is a normal process and bad things don't happen.
Dr. Barbara Levy handles health policy at the American College of Obstetrics and Gynecologists.
But we worry a lot about vulnerable little babies. And we don't pay attention, I think, to those things that can be catastrophic for women.
And those catastrophes are not a thing of the past. In May, not far from Larry Bloomstein, Joe Delaval watched his wife Jessica die in terrible pain 9 days after giving birth in an emergency cesarean to their 3rd child, a daughter, stillborn. Doctors told them her placenta had torn away from the womb due to severe preeclampsia. Help, a syndrome neither Jessica nor Joe had ever heard of.
We were asking a lot of questions. What is happening?
And apparently neither is the doctor.
And then every single day, the OB team, each one explained to us that the baby had come out of her system, and that was the cure, and it was just a matter of days until the HELP syndrome worked its way through her system.
Jessica was advised early on to chew gum to get rid of gas. For days, she was given pain medication, abdominal surgery, an array of treatments without addressing the syndrome that she would die of.
I was just stunned that we lost her. I can't...
It is really interesting to me that there are, so many patients that, get... especially chronic pain patients, they get accused of, drug seeking when it's the doctors that are giving them, unnecessary shit to begin with, whilst not even addressing the problem at all. It's so stupid.
I think that, Jessica and I and the children could have moved on from the baby, so we would have grieved together as a family. But losing my wife is a completely different story. To me, it's so much more impactful to not only me, but my children. To lose Jessica.
Jessica Delaval's Facebook page is a poignant reminder of what has been lost. A little girl and boy smile shyly out from behind their mother's pretty profile photo, and her very last post at the end of a seemingly perfect pregnancy, a do-it-yourself video on how to fashion cupcake liners, yellow and pink and lavender, into a bright bouquet for Mother's Day. Renee Montague, NPR News.
That was just so sad. What the fuck?
Oh, fuck! Oh, my fucking me! I want to fuck. But also, I want to fuck. Just a heads up, YouTube really don't like this video, so I've had to go through censoring the odd word here and there with this ding. To keep them happy. All worth it though, because this video is very funny. I remember watching Titanic as a kid, and Jack referenced a one-legged prostitute. I asked my mum what a prostitute was, and she said it was someone who sold their body. For the longest time, I thought prostitutes cut off their body parts like their legs and sold them out of desperation. A couple of years later, I had a camp counsellor who was a double amputee. I very sincerely asked him if he was a prostitute. He didn't even respond. I still cringe so hard thinking about it to this day. I mean, I think we all did stuff like this as a kid. My mum was horrified when my little cherub face face erupted with the C word, thinking it was on par with calling someone, I don't know, a twit, because you pick up bad words from films, songs, even YouTube videos. As a young girl, I heard the word testicles on Fear Factor. They had to eat bull testicles. One day, when I was about 5, my friend's dad was pushing us on the tyre swing. I yelled, "Wee! Hiya! It's making my testicles tickle!" I was in middle school. I heard this cool new word, and I had no idea what it meant. I thought I would try it out at home later that day, and when Mum asked me to take out the trash, I looked at her and said, what do you think I am? Some kind of slut or something? The Simpsons movie came out when I was 5. My dad let me watch it with him. The next day, we went to my parents' friend's house, and I screamed, "Bountiful penis!" because I stubbed my toe on the couch. Poontang pie. When I was younger, I heard The Rock say it, and the crowd would laugh.
A great big piece of that poontang pie?
So I just thought it was a funny type of pie. I asked my mum for some for Thanksgiving. I thought phallic meant gothic or dark for some reason. I suggested to someone at church that a coffin seemed kind of phallic. My mum walked into the room and asked what I was watching. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Charlie's dad had just got laid. Excuse me? Yeah, he got laid. I feel bad for him. Now they don't have any money. Oh, laid off. The expression is laid off. Not me, but my sister used to lap our boots up like a dog. One time they forgot to bring her a straw at the restaurant we were in, and she loudly screamed, "Oh, guess I'll do it doggy style!" This one kid on my block came up to me and my friends playing ball. He had a cramp or something and said, "Oh, man, I've got a boner in my rib." Not me, but a friend of mine used to say pap smear all the time, thinking it was just a synonym for when something gets obliterated or smashed. He'd say, "The guy totally just got smushed into a big pap smear." The little boy, to his mother, probably heard it on a gaming stream. "I'll clip your chips." One time, when I was 11 or 12, I was at Blockbuster and saw a copy of Condemned: Criminal Origins for rent, and asked my mum if I could rent this cool game called Condemned: Criminal Orgies. I was around 7, I think. "Mum, careful. If you put on too much makeup, you'll look like a whore." When I was a kid, I used the word urinate instead of alternate. I would always tell people I was urinating between tasks, and I would also tell people that when I grew up, I was going to urinate between New York
God damn it,
City
I know it's
and my
high.
hometown. I used to confuse diary with diarrhea. You can imagine how this became an issue when I told my kindergarten class how much I love my diarrhea. I was just so pretty and had this fresh smell. I love writing and drawing in it. My mum gave me my pink diarrhea. Erotic. I confused it with erratic. When I was 7 or 8, my mother heard me call my brother's behaviour erotic and told me that the word, it didn't mean what I thought it meant. She was right. Vagina. I watched The Last Austin Powers, and for some reason I related the word vagina with a gobble of a chicken. I went up to my mum, put my chin down to squish up my neck fat, and proceeded to ask, "Hey mum, does it look like a vagina?" When the South Park movie came out on VHS, I begged and begged my mum to let me watch it. She watched a couple of the earlier episodes and decided it would probably be safe. She regretted her decision when I asked curiously while having Sunday dinner at my grand's house.
How much is that?
Clitoris is.
26.4?
Apparently once, when I was like 2 or 3, I was off in the corner of the living room playing by myself, and suddenly I looked up, waddled over to where my dad was sitting in his chair, crawled up into his lap, grabbed his collar and said in a rather serious voice, "I'm gonna knock the out of you." My mum politely asked my sister to get up and grab something for her. While handing it to her, she replied, "Here." My teacher once told my class that her son came home from his first day in school and said, "You know what I learned today, mum? Brother-in-law at Thanksgiving. Hi, niece. Would you like some turkey? Blonde head, blue-eyed 4-year-old niece. Turkey. Excuse me? Oh, didn't you hear? I said turkey. I thought.
What is that thing on the right?
So you could your horn at someone while driving. Hey, babe. Let's honk. Lenny face emoji. A kid I know once used as a dinosaur noise. I was waiting in the car with my then 5-year-old daughter while her dad loaded groceries in the trunk. She looks at me all excited and said, "Mummy, I have a great idea. Let's surprise Daddy when he gets in the car and yell out, 'Hey, you motherfucker!'" I once told my grandma to off, because I thought that's what you say to people when they're leaving. When I was pretty small, around 4 or 5 years old, I was in the car with my family, and out of nowhere, I just called my grandma a Out of all the things I could have said, I called her a When I was a child of maybe 3 or 4, my dad was driving me somewhere. We got cut off, and my dad flicked them off and called them a head. Fast forward a few days, and my mother tells me to pick up a mess. I wasn't having any of that, so I flicked her off and called her a head. My daughter, 7, and I were driving one day,
Insane.
trying to make a left turn, but there was a guy on a bicycle in the way. From the back seat, I hear, "Now what's this doing?" Once, while we were stuck in stop-and-go traffic on our way home from daycare, my 2-year-old son said, "What a cluster." Well, he wasn't wrong. Skull emoji! My little brother announced that he had to take a booty call and ran to the bathroom during dinner. I thought a brothel was a soup kitchen. When I was younger, when someone would get in like an instant karma situation, I used to innocently yet enthusiastically say, "That's what
A bad idea in Aneurysm 4 is literally just an idea.
Danger. I thought it was so clever. It got me some weird looks from my parents. When I was little, I thought condoms were a type of battery. I ate a lot of apples and saw apples as a way to refresh my energy. When the apples ran out once, I told my mum, "We need more condoms." Pretty sure my neighbours just heard me yell that out. I thought foreskin meant skin in general. I mean, there's forearm, forehead, etc. I got hit on the shoulder and yelled, "Ow! My foreskin!" You know that song? "You give me fever." Yeah, I misheard. Was belting out, "You give me beaver in the morning, beaver all through the night. Beaver!" Oh, sorry, sudden visceral personal flashback to being a little kid singing that "I'm horny, horny, horny all night long" song, thinking the lyrics were "I'm haunted, haunted, haunted." When I was in 7th grade and was a trombonist in middle school, I was complimenting my friend on some specific parts he played and wanted to say that he was a beast, but I ended up saying, "Oh, you've got that," without knowing what that word meant. I was a 9-year-old girl in Catholic school, and I thought, "Thou shalt not commit adultery" meant, "Well, you better not think like an adult." So I confessed to it multiple times. 3rd grade teacher broke her leg. Everyone wrote cards to her while she was in the hospital. Wrote "rest in peace" on mine, but I thought it meant wishing someone peaceful recovery. Loudly crying face emoji. At my cousin's funeral, as I was standing near my mum and my aunt, and they were commenting how young he was and how unfair it was. I was 12, said, "So young, he'd never felt the warmth of a woman." I thought euthanize was euthanize and meant to make someone younger. Telling Grandma she needed to be euthanized did not go over well during Christmas dinner. I used to mix up terrorist and tourist when I was younger, and whenever I went to a foreign place, I'd say, "I'm a terrorist." I was trick-or-treating as a prisoner. Someone asked me what I was in jail for, and I said I was in analog sad face emoji. I had no idea at the time. When I was 12 or so, I remember hearing the word, and I'll keep that word hidden for now, it'll be revealed at the end of the post. I don't remember where, I just knew I heard the word and I thought it sounded so cool. So me, being the cool kid I was, I wanted to show it off. I didn't have a clue of what it could possibly be. All I knew was that it was fun to say. So, everyone's sitting at the dinner table. Mum, Dad, older brother, his friend, and my younger brothers. After some conversation, it dies down and just gets quiet since everyone's eating, and I'm like, "All right, now's your time to shine," and just shouted loudly at the table, "Syphilis!" My mum just staring at me with a horrified look on her face, calling one of my mum's boyfriends a rod munch. I was 4. In 6th grade, I called my friend a rat hymen in front of his mum without knowledge of what it meant. She was like, "Anon, I don't know where you heard that, but never say it again." And I was about 12. I read it in a book. I didn't know what it was. I called my mother a dried up old 7th or 8th grade kid heard a dirty joke, didn't get it, told the teacher in class, "Hey miss, what's better than 2 roses on a piano? Tulips on an organ." I told my 8th grade health teacher to, quote, "twiddle my I thought it was one of those expressions like, "I'll be damned." In 6th grade, my friend thought meant pee. Asked our teacher for a restroom break.
Wait, what the fuck is this?
"Excuse
I'm
me,
so
Mr.
sorry.
Teacher, sir, may I take a on this fine morning?"
Yo.
Let me just start off by saying...
Yes. What I hear. I need a fart. Oh my God.
I thought the term busting a nut meant sitting on your balls wrong, so at the dinner table I mentioned how I almost busted a nut from how the bus ride from school was so bumpy. When I was a kid, I thought meant thinking real hard about something or fixating over something. Yeah, I think you were getting that confused with ruminating. God, I hope it doesn't cause you any embarrassment down the line. Well, when we went and visited my grandparents' house, my grandpa took my dad into the garage to show him something with his car. My mum asked us in the living room, where are your dad and grandfather? In front of my brothers, cousins and grandma, I responded without skipping a beat. I think they're in the garage. Over the car, but it can switch around. Sometimes it's parents getting words wrong. This is reversed, but I thought hentai were the tattoos you put on your wrist and told my kids hentai was beautiful. Once, the way they looked at me, I had to Google it. I meant henna. Sometimes it's not actually a bad word at all. I always thought that elope meant to have sex. It just sounds dirty. We eloped when we were 18. Like real hardcore eloping, you know. And sometimes not a word, but a thing. I used to play with this cup in the bath and drink water out of it for years. I did it in the shower too as I got older. It had a handle on the end of it. I never knew why. I'd fill it up with water in the bath or shower and play with it and sip the water out of it, etc. as kids do with toys. One day I witnessed my mother use this cup in the toilet violently, and that was the moment I realised what a plunger was. 911/999 dispatch. What's the dumbest reason someone's called? I had someone call in 911. Yeah, I've put 3 stools out on the curb for people to take for free, and someone only took 2. Someone called 911 once to ask what time the Super Bowl started. I need someone to help me take the lasagna out of the oven. I have no mitts. I've responded to the same guy's house twice to find his phone charger. 6:30, Christmas morning. 911 goes off.
911, what's your emergency?
Oh, God. How do I get the cranberry sauce out of the can without it coming out in chunks? A lady called saying she had a premonition of a murder. Some guy called 911 because he spent $1 million on his house and seagulls kept shitting on his car. Someone called 911 to report that their car had been spray painted yellow. The yellow spray paint was pollen from a pine tree. Yet a deer just swam across the river behind my house. Okay. Well, I'm worried it might be cold. Well, there's nothing we can do about a deer being cold. Fried chicken was too dry. Ghost in the attic. Possible smoke in the house. Turns out the caller was crying, which made things blurry, so they thought it was smoke. What's today's date? What time is it? My phone only calls 911. Can you transfer me to my mum? My neighbour threw pickle juice on my dog. Pickle juice? Yeah, he wanted officers to come smell his dog. Face with rolling eyes emoji. Nothing will ever top this. Florida man calls 911 to brag about his big muscles. Had a lady trying to call an ambulance because she opened a package from Amazon at home and she was afraid that her kid was about to have a major allergic reaction from the packing peanuts because the kid was allergic to peanuts. I had a very angry mother call one morning because her 6-year-old son had climbed up on the roof and she couldn't get him to come down. Turns out she wasn't worried about him falling off the roof. She was worried because the last time he was up there he'd peed in the air vents. The church near my house keeps changing their sign. My husband just called me a turd. I want him arrested. Can you send the police back here? Why? That last cop was hot and I want his number. A lady called and had a strong Russian accent. She said there was a dead girl in her bed and she was hysterical. When everyone got there, it was a dead squirrel. Woman calls police after discovering human remains, only to find not a toe, but a potato. Got a call from a woman who said that she was in her car and saw what she thinks might be a rabid black dog. She said it was walking around in circles on the boulevard and kept running into the telephone pole, then turning around and going another direction. As I'm getting the information from her and sending the call out, she says something to the effect of, wait, is that? It wasn't a dog at all, but one of those robot lawnmower Roombas. One time a woman reported either a fox or a werewolf standing on a street corner. We have a local call us once a week or so saying he was attacked by Bigfoot. If he's not calling after an attack, he's calling because he went out in the woods to try and locate Bigfoot's den and ended up getting lost. The caller complaint was that the sun's too bright, the moon's too big, the ocean's too loud. I had someone a few months ago call 911 to ask if a tablespoon was the big spoon or the little one. Older lady was in a panic, nearly in tears, worried. I'll tell you what, let me act this call out. Try and guess what's happened. My husband, I think he's gonna have a heart attack. Look at it. Stop that. You stop strutting around. You are going to have a heart attack. Now sit down. You think the old buck's still at it, eh? Did you guess? She had slipped her husband a Viagra without telling him, and he had the longest erection either of them could remember. Someone dialed 911 to request a mugshot of her to be removed removed from the internet. She got charged for misuse of 911 and had a new mugshot. A woman in her 60s called the police because she was watching a live WWE show where two wrestlers, Triple H and Stone Cold Steve Austin, were beating up The Rock. She later said she knows it's all just a show, but thought those two had genuinely decided to attack The Rock. My caller reported her car stolen. When I asked her when she saw her car for the last time, she replied, I don't know, about 30 years ago. Man calls up, audibly distressed, I can't fart. Someone called because there was a tiny frog on their porch and they were afraid of it. Totally valid. Had a concerned citizen call about a loud party. She said she yelled over to tell them to turn it down. The lady said that when she did, she heard over the loudspeaker, turned down for what? She thought that was extremely rude and wanted officers to
WWE, you heard that?
Out it wasn't the neighbour, but turned down for what? By Lil Jon being rude to
Huh?
her. Lady called to complain a triple thick milkshake from McDonald's wasn't thick enough. City employee was upset because she bought a chocolate bar from
Look how my attention. Yes, I did.
and walked to work in 100-degree heat. It melted in the gas station. Refused to refund her. Can you come wake my 14-year-old son up and make him go to school? No. Not a dispatcher, but I saw in the local news a couple of years ago that someone called the police because someone stole their snowman.
Hello, I need a place, please. Okay, what's happening? I went out about 5 minutes ago to have a fact. And he's gone. Who's gone, sorry? It's my snowman.
Was she told to let it go? Oh, come on, that is
Yeah.
phenomenal work. My brother is an officer working 911 as a rookie. Actually, I think it's easier if I draw this one for you. Had a call about an elderly jumper at an apartment building, was in a fight with her wife, decided to jump off the balcony. He responds, meets the woman crying in the lobby. She leads him to her apartment, except it's on the first floor. Not even that, turns out the fucker jumped off the balcony and landed in a snowdrift about 6 feet down and was swearing up a storm. I asked my roommate to do the dishes. She called 911 because I was being passive-aggressive. Guy called 911 very angry, demanding to know why he didn't have power when a car just drove by with its lights on.
County 911, do you need police, fire, or medical? No, I'm calling a report. There's no emergency.
Well, I guess I'll go fuck myself then. So a girl I knew in college called the cops because she got a bad manicure and then posted about it on Facebook. Take your
what a
business
bitch.
somewhere else. When I was an EMT, I got dispatched to paediatric oral burn. We hauled ass thinking this kid drank drain
Okay, why can't I
or
own it?
hot water and couldn't breathe or something. We got there to discover the kid ate too many hot Cheetos. Analog expressionless face emoji. A woman who thought her boyfriend had actually literally broken her heart in 2 pieces by breaking up with her. Help me, I've got dandruff, I think my brain is falling out. Paramedic, here's a discount. Chief complaint, played too much Xbox. Hand, that's sore. 19-year-old
Fair
male,
enough.
conscious and breathing, thank God. Can we get a skull emoji in the chat for this brave warrior, please? Once we had a young woman called 911 around 2 a.m. saying that her legs were turning blue. Turns out she'd worn a new pair of jeans to the club that night. Yeah, I'm currently in nurse.
Apparently that is
In
common.
fundamentals class, the book specifically said that if a patient's palms are blue, you should ask if they're wearing new jeans. Apparently this is fairly common. A guy called freaked out about his penis shrinking after sex. Got a call for chest pains. A patient gave a really generic story. I got to the hospital and when the triage nurse asked what was wrong, I start telling her about the patient's pain. The patient cut me off. To explain, well, she wasn't having chest pain. She just wanted a ride to the hospital because she liked the socks she got in the emergency room last time she was there and would like another pair. Well look, here's the link. You just buy them if you want.
Oh, be honest. These are pretty dope.
Lady called 911 to ask if vegetable oil was poisonous. Had a guy call because he dyed his pubes and was having an allergic reaction. 911, do you need police, fire, or ambulance? I don't know. Oh, okay, what's going on? I've entered my password into my phone a few times and it won't unlock.
Plays Genshin Impact, sad. Looks like I heard the boys getting fucked.
I need to know what happened to this person. Oh, well, you see, they... How big of a hairbrush are we talking? Cuz. Which was quoted from with, I saw the x-rays and described it to me in medical terms as an actual fucking hairbrush. That's because I was pissed off. I know I've used this reaction clip in videos before, but...
What the hell happened here?
Had a drunk person call to report he was being harassed. Truth was, he was being arrested by our officers for throwing pizza at people. Boy, have I got the reaction clip for this. A guy called 911 because someone stole his meth and he wanted the police to come out, take a report and find his meth. Well, I think I've got a good reaction clip for this too. If a caller starts the call with, I swear I'm not crazy, pussy, then you need to buckle up. A guy tripping balls started a call with those words and swore that his roommates were turning into giant crabs. Then a guy one time calling high on meth, screaming that the devil's not leaving my soup. Sylvester Stallone lives in my pores. Oh, I enough druggies. What's the funniest thing a kid's called in? I had a little boy called crying after school. I'll never forget his exact quote. Mrs. Parsons stole my glitter water. My cousin called 911 because ghosts were coming out of the pool. It was just fog. My best friend in college said that some girl in her class hated Petrie from Land Before Time and called 911 to just like have them get rid of Petrie, I guess. When I was a kid, I called 911 and yelled, "Yeah! Si bien, yeah! Para que bispo!" After the third or fourth time, they sent a police officer to the house and he gave me a stern talking to. I worked as a 911 operator, and one time a young child called in and the first they said when I picked up the phone was, "Help, I shitted and farted." Not an operator, but when my brother was 2, he called 911 because I was crawling on the ping pong table and Mum didn't allow that. When I was 3 years old, my dad said I could do anything I wanted for my birthday. I took it literally and called 911. I called 911 when I was maybe 4 or 5 because my mum was taking too long to make spaghetti. My son wondered what the SOS button near the sunroof in my BMW did while I was grabbing something in the supermarket. I came back as he was trying to explain his button pushing mistake to the emergency operator. Oh, I can just picture that. How old is he? He's 35, not a 911 operator, but my dog dialed 911 the other night and an officer showed up and asked if everything was alright because of the strange breathing sounds the operator heard. Hey, some of these stupid calls, they're quite cute. A male rang 999 on a night shift and said he wanted to press charges against himself for punching himself in the face. Advised we absolutely won't be sending officers and asked, "Why are you doing this?" He had met a female on a night out. She ended up getting arrested for drunk and disorderly, and he wanted to get arrested so he could go to custody and be closer to this female. That's true love. My Nest doorbell automatically locks the front door when it sees a face it doesn't recognise. Today, it didn't recognise me, so I went into the app to investigate. Well, there's new people seen, so no, it's just me. Oh yeah? Well, who's that then? Hey, you want me to let him in? Look at him! I mean, do you even know him? The amazing world of smart doorbell alerts. Even if, most times, it's just a bird at your door, or no, that's not a human being you've detected, that's an insect, or, well, no, actually, that's just a characteristically agile party balloon. No, there's not someone at the door, it's a small mound of snow. Oh, hello. That's strange. A ring notification at 1 a.m. I wonder what. Oh, ring notification, or someone at the front door. Oh, got a weird ring notification today. Person detected in your living room? Well, that is a bit weird. Oh, from my research into this technology, I discovered a neighbourhood alerts app that comes with Ring. And it is like giving your street its own social media platform to discuss important local things, like how someone left eggs on doorsteps near around where I live. A bit like the app next door, of which I've included a few examples in this video. So imagine you're on your way home, you're just pulling into your road, and your phone lights up with naked guy. Anyone see the naked guy running around with a sign that says Bitcoin going up? Curious to see if anyone else noticed this. Creepy girl ringing bell at 3:40 a.m. Bizarre girl with shirt over the back of her head ringing the doorbell at 3:40 a.m.
My nose hurts.
Talking about the mafia is here. Dick Squad. Anyone know this man taking a bath on our lawn? Crazy man decides to ride his tiny clown bike down my walkway, farting in my mailbox. Someone keeps farting in my mailbox late at night. I can hear it outside the window and I smell it every time I check my mail. My coupons smell so bad I can't even use them at the grocery store. Just got this super helpful neighbourhood alert. Snake, that's all the information you're getting. Urgent alert. Warning, all the avocados at Whole Foods are rock hard. This post on my Ring app had me cracking up. Guy posing as a police detective. As it turned out, he wasn't a police detective, and was he arrested by the real police? Because who the fuck's gonna believe that this is release the police. Help! People have been walking in front of my house. This must stop. It's driving my dog crazy. Has my driveway been marked by some kind of satanic cut or what? I mean, how else do you explain that? Pickle thief. I had a freshly opened jar of pickles outside of my home. I went inside for roughly 4 hours and came out to 12 pickles instead of 13. Please watch carefully. These thieves are getting more and more clever. Stolen piece of bologna. Someone stole a piece of bologna from the passenger seat of my car. Stolen drinking glass. I had a Walmart drinking glass stolen out of my kitchen about a week ago. My friend said he couldn't find it anywhere. Someone has burglarised my apartment. And if you think these people are joking rather than just being paranoid, you haven't seen all the posts and when there's fireworks on. Or alternatively, loud bang! Anyone hear a loud boom like a grenade or a shotgun? My brother in Christ, there is literally a thunderstorm raging outside. And even when there possibly are real gunshots, oh, whoever's shooting, oh, please stop. Lamau, not my fault. Oh, chill out. Someone on the neighbours ring app asked if we'll still have internet during the eclipse, and the comments are eating them up. Depends. Does your internet go out at night? Residents reported a neighbour had been staring out the window at them for hours and was beginning to make the family nervous. Police arriving on scene identified the suspect as a cardboard cutout of Nicolas Cage. Absent any context, this is a nerve-wracking ring alert to receive. He's huge. Posting crime and safety, went to reset my Wi-Fi and saw surveillance van as an option. Yeah, probably just someone calling it a funny name while I notified the police. This just happened in my timeline via Ring. Bad tasting tap water. Anyone else's tap water tastes... It's all like semen tonight. Cat in my yard. Someone's black and white cat with collars in my yard licking my bell pepper on my bell pepper plant. I only got the one. Dang it. Man wearing TV on head caught on camera leaving old TVs on Virginia front porches. Yes. Now this is the sort of shit it's worth having ring alerts on for. One absolute mad lad. Hey. Those are his eggs. Weirdo took my package and left me half-eaten donuts. She left bread and ran. Someone keeps delivering soup to my house with a note that says, "Soup for my perfect little soup boy." I don't even like soup. Please stop this. But Matt, that's the quote from the thumbnail. Where's whoever this is, you clickbaiting cock? Well, yes, and nicely put. I actually spliced 2 posts together for that because this unwanted masked guest did something so extraordinary I couldn't rightly include it in a public YouTube feed. They rang our doorbell and left a watermelon on our doorstep. The watermelon had a hole cut into, and in that hole was a plastic penis. It's actually somewhat similar to at Pete Hilton Jr.'s neighbourhood alert. Hi, neighbours. At some point yesterday, Saturday, November 25th, a person or persons who do not live in my building removed my uncarved pumpkin from my stoop, carved it and replaced it with candles and all. They carved the word penis into the side of it. Now, I'm not calling this person a liar, but how fast would a vandal have to be to do that on your doorstep? I mean, is there any way to find...
There's no fucking way someone would do that. No way.
A little carving with that. I'm just going to see how quickly it's possible to do this. Because if you're loitering around more than, what do you reckon, 2 minutes, that starts to get a bit dodgy. So I have a pumpkin. I'm going to stick a timer on. Let's see how quickly I can get a little penis going on this pumpkin. Ready? Yeah?
Go!
Right. Candle out. That was lit, that's now gone out. That goes back on top. I'm even struggling with this. Yeah, okay.
Be careful.
30 seconds already?
Do you want a smaller knife?
No. I struggle for that little... See, if you're a crib and you're doing this on the run, that's about all you'll be able to do. Why am I cutting a hole in the middle? It's all going to come out anyway. What a plan.
Lovely pea.
I'm going to have to just ignore the old... Look, I'm going to have to just go completely...
Rogue.
Oh, that's what I've done there. Puffness. Better to see that puffness turn into a penis before your very eyes.
Oi.
And... What does it look like? time are we on? See, 4:20 in. Someone's coming out of the house now, surely. Unless you're an absolute pumpkin carving, you're the Banksy of the pumpkin carving world. Penis. S's are really difficult to carve. Watch out. There you go, you bloody.
Wait, shit.
Wow. That's incredibly difficult.
Oh my god.
It doesn't look like I've spelled it right, does it?
6 minutes.
And 6 minutes of my time. Saying which, a lot of the spelling on those alerts was pretty shabby as well. Lady trespassing? Is there some sort of tropical disturbance? Shit's fired. Viscous dog attack. The thickest, slowest Doberman. Feral hogs ripping yards up. Damaged yard last night. Where are you off out to? Only running there. Helicobster, just a hovering. Heliclobster, just a hovering. This seems all a bit suspicious. In Willow Bend on Laureldale Drive, there is a Siamese-looking cat that is roaming day and night and climbing up my screen cage and walking on my labia. Please keep your cats under control. When neighbours start talking, good things happen. House with guards and emoji. Hey everyone, waving hand emoji. I'm Christian. I've just recently moved in with my friends. We're hard-working dudes, always happy to help need be. Christian. Welcome to the area. Please keep your religion to yourself. Anyone lose, a parrot? Gray from the crossings alerts 31 nearby neighbourhoods. I'm drunk as fuck. Dang it, first my bell pepper, now whose dog is this? They gone stole my rotisserie chicken. Yeah, I can't do a deep south accent. Pretty scary. Neighbourhood alert on the ring today from a neighbour at 9:57 a.m. What's happening? Looking out my window, the sky's getting darker. What's going on? Is anyone interested in meeting monthly to discuss the JFK assassination? Trespassing? Look, little kid, stop walking on my property. You don't pay taxes. Who kid is this? Derpy cat found. Oh, skull emoji. Flags. On my 2.5 miles with my dog, I saw a grand total of 13 American flags flying. I was hoping to see more. Your emojis are the Liberian flag. Neighborhood alert.
What a fucking idiot.
Spider. Neighborhood alert. Fox. Neighborhood alert. Crazy moth. So crazy looking. Yeah, not sure there's warranted notification. Conversely, dead body. It's around the school. The Ring app is not serious. Like, call the police. Most of the Ring alerts I've seen, though, are either flippant. Half of Dallas just got hit by a major storm, and motherfuckers on the Ring app posting shit like, legit question, do you think McDonald's is still serving breakfast? People just trying to give stuff away. Free phone. Phone is not in the picture because I used it to take this photo, but it's the exact height, length and width. Or actually bad for you. Not a huge fan of the alerts from the Ring app. Random person publicly defecated on the sidewalk. Just be glad a video wasn't tied in with that alert. There was!
Oh no.
Lots at R/Thomas the Plank Engine, where Redditors recreate their dreams, and lots at the haunting madness of this Cursed AI Facebook page. But which is the most chaotic? Well, I thought we could pit humanity versus machine across a series of tests. We'll let AI try first. Why do cows wear bells? Because horns don't work. Because they don't work. Because they don't work, Carl. Milk Walker. Where you live? Where you live? Get off of my salad. Those peas with that hat. Pamris Hannig, Goomba. Olive baited Colguation. Those peas with that hat. Oh, girl. Remember the time? Ah! This would be an actual joke on Family Guy. Asked Bing to make a comic with a your mum joke. Your mum's like Google. She knows everything. Wholesome. Thank you, AI. Yeah, this implies things. Wanna know how I got these scars? Sharp hamburger. Is that AI? Is that AI? Am I AI?
Ew.
I
so ugly.
Scream jalapeno japalfo when I question whether or not I am real. Every time I fail a capture, every Saturday I sit and plan my week in order to maximize happiness fulfillment. In order to maximize happiness and fulfillment. It's not working. Hispanic. These fucking comics give me an aneurysm. Yeah, let's see if dreams are any better. Briefly saw this comic in my head while half asleep on the bus. Why are you doing this? Protein, and that is how the world is. This comic flashed in front of me as I lie down on the bed about to sleep. Oh no, I'm about to run him over. Oh, good thing I didn't activate the car super transform button. beep. Oh no, I'm about to run him over. I dreamt that this was in the comics section of my local newspaper. Have you seen the face of God? You will weep at the sight of it. Once a dream of mine included a comic strip called Malt's Adventures, where an emaciated man in baggy clothes reacts dryly to the world around him. I fucking hate my wife and child. Cartoons shouldn't say that. Dreamed I drew this. Hello, I want to make a deposit. Of course. How much, sir? 400 spiders, sir. Why? New emojis have released. I've briefly showcased AI made emojis before on this channel, but here are some you haven't seen. Nomwahao, Hanron, Hodoud, We Peppy, Contacts, Valhas, FL6-UB6 emoji, Long, Sad, Dove, SMD, No Eyes, Lad, Egg, and finally Mark Zuckerberg unveiling a never-before-seen emoji. Good job, team. Meanwhile, I had a dream there was a new emoji called I'm so exhausted, and it looked like this. New emoji that I saw in my dream. Lol. Lol is Dutch for penis, so this emoji would be really abused in Dutch WhatsApp conversations. I'm all for it. I was falling asleep in class, and this flashed before my eyes for a solid second. I immediately woke up. Says, well done, emoji! Like, oh, hi. Saw this emoji in a dream titled George Washington with faded scar looking into rain, and it was dubbed the worst fucking emoji ever. Like you'd get publicity. Executed if you were caught using it. That's how awful it was. I had a dream where Apple added a new emoji, and it was this. You're such a Sigma male. Face with open mouth emoji. Staying on dreams for now. Going out with friends, expensive. Super gluing your fucking hand to a table, free. Please take meds now. Saw this green text before I woke up. Doing sex with GF. Says she has a corruption fetish. Okay. Start talking about Watergate while going down. Had a dream that posted on 4chan after an apocalyptic event. This is a post to check your blood pressure levels. If anyone is reading this, please reply. If not, that means everyone is dead. Had a dream where I saw this green text. Be me. Can't pay my rent. Have a great idea. Join the Taliban. Compare those to AI green texts from the Reddit AI green text.
God, no.
Be me. Be having a stroke. Be in the hospital. Look to my left. See a hot nurse. Try to flirt with her. Sorry, sweetie, you're not my type. Then what is your type? Someone who isn't having a stroke. Be me. Forgot what a giraffe is. Google it. See a picture. It's a horse with a very long neck. What the fuck? Be me. Closeted gay guy. One day, I feel like coming out. Go on 4chan. Posting /LGBT. Hey everyone, I'm gay and I'm proud of it. Instantly get banned. Write a green text on 4chan? No. Oh shit. Oh my fucking god, what have we done? Lastly, be me. Scrolling YouTube. Bored AF. See video called Dank Meme Compilation. Think to myself, hey, this looks pretty funny. Click on it. First 10 seconds are just some random girl dancing. Already regretting my decision. Continue watching anyways, because I'm too lazy to exit out. The video's actually pretty funny. Girl dancing still there though. She's not even that hot. Why is she in the video? Video ends. Girl is still dancing. Screen goes black. Girl is still dancing.
What?
Footsteps. Girl is in my room. Dancing. Hey, hi's green text.
That's your uncle.
That bad. What about his motivational quotes? Believe in yourself.
Oh, ugly.
You, aka there's.
That makes me want to kill myself instead.
Hi, that is great.
The fuck? God damn it, I'm at 250 now. Fuck. What the fuck is that?
Some motivational posters you might see on the wall at school. Don't give Excel out. Why get what you want most for what you now. Study and treat. Fair to search your dreams. Hard. Abrazar, you call you live. Do you can live aloud. Attitude. You maybe. A kick with the dork. You what? See and Sayu. Live to explore. Yeah. Surrounded by some of the great historical figures of our time. Your daily dose of wisdom. A bad boss with a good job is better than a job boss with good bad, because down the line opportunities don't them, but you create happen. I'm printing this out at work tomorrow and putting it on the wall in our back office. And as promised, back to Thomas the Plank Engine and a motivational quotes that echoed in my brain before I woke up. I don't need math. I word, not paper. Saw this while nodding off for a few minutes. I think it was meant to be a motivational phrase. You need to dolphin up and piss where you shit. This was a motivational quote poster in a dream I had. Being alive is one of the most difficult things you could be doing right now. I saw this exact inspirational quote seconds before waking up. The taller you are, the more people you scare when jogging at night. This motivational quote appeared to me in a dream. In my dream it made total sense, so when I woke up with this quote in my head, I was sure that today was my day. Today I can achieve anything. Meeting a person is like meeting two people twice. Then my mind cleared up a bit and I realised this quote's about as wise as the soul of a sendal. Skull emoji! Bing prompt was simply a stereotypical dating app profile, looking for someone to share love for avocado toast and foins and octopus indie bands. Swipe
Not the
right,
performative
out
male.
belly, you believe live at first kombucha sip, Russian Tinder. You got Rash Runnahy 33, Carol Ann, Dap to Pocky Slowho, and Becca Cove. Online dating examples, you've got Woll and Gega Stowe, Karis and Thomas Forley. Ooh. I'd herend that. And lastly, say hello to Drippo. Why has he got an orange as a nipple? I had a dream about a new dating app called Crimda that matched women with convicted serial killers and other criminals. I can fix him the app. I matched with Mo Sislak on Tinder and this was his opener. Is there a parking room in the pussy plum? I had a dream there was an app similar to a dating app that would inform you of the bugs living in your home. Stacey, Perilaphrostrongylis tenuis, currently residing in your brain. Leftwards arrow emoji, thumbs up emoji. Had a dream where I was using Tinder, but a set of menacing eyes would appear and stare at me in response to awful game. Hey, analog smiley face emoji, lemon emoji. Brought you a lemon. The store ran out of pickup limes. New Pokemon cards. What's AI got in store here then? Sneezer, Horiozic with the attack move Big Horroric Spider Plunger, the Poison Tonic, Fesneon as a Water Tie, Electric Cancer, Cake, Shotgun with the moves Recoil and Rally All Rice Fuel, showing off the full creativity of AI here with a new Pokemon called Make New Pokemon. And segueing us back to dreams is Tronmus. Had a dream where a new Pokemon dropped and it was just an egg cat, and its evolution was a thicker egg cat. Had a dream that this Pokemon card existed. Josh dreamt that I was killing people in Moon until I encountered a Pokemon called Y, who soft-locked my game. There was a notable lack of music during the encounter and there was only the sounds of wind. Dreamt that Pokemon released a teaser trailer for a new Pokemon called Capybara.png, and this is what it looked like. Oh well, yeah, there it is. I had a dream there was a fan vote to determine a new Pokemon, and this is what won. These two cereal brands showed up in my dream a few months back. Chris McLean Cookie Crisps and Oats. Dreamt this was a cereal and it actually looked delicious. Kellogg's Washington Square Park Squares. Had a dream where there were many inappropriate Disney cereal boxes available to buy in stores. This was the box I obviously immediately grabbed from all the choices. Blueberry Cheerios. Have gay sex. I was planning on cutting out the front of the box to frame it. Jeff Bezos created Amazon cereal in my lovely dream. Tastes like your average delivery. Foul image that sat in my mind as I slept last night. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. They're decent. The AI cereal boxes. Zutley Bukes. Brunner Beat Oats 201. The no tax. Hedge Pops. Porky Glumps. In a map of the United States where each state's represented by a different breakfast cereal. What have we got here then? Oh Jesus Christ, I thought I was having a stroke till I saw what group this was in. I requested a close-up of Illinois where of course they eat Illinois flakes. I've never had cereal before, so I asked AI for directions on how to make it. Lots and lots and lots of handy diagrams to follow. Ah yes, the cereal egg.
I thought I'd see what the breakfast AI wants us to have is like, so there's your milk. It's gone all over my leg. One delicious egg. Doesn't look too bad, eh? Well, you just gotta... Let's move on to the next test.
Had a dream I was lost in a huge Walmart and there was a McDonald's selling Biden Blast Shakes. Had a dream the McDonald's had a new menu item, the McSmog. How'd it taste? Smog. I had a dream last night where McDonald's released a new food called McGoop, which is just some strange sticky liquid between two burger buns, and whoever ate it would go into a coma for 7 months. Had a dream that this was a new McDonald's item. I kept getting this ad for it on YouTube. 3 nuggets and 3 burnt fries. Now that's a real menu for real losers. The O'Connor shitbox. This was the only item on the McDonald's menu. Dildo. I had a dream that McDonald's new menu item was the Golden McLobster. An entire lobster, deep fried in batter. It was $60. Sold! I asked AI to create McDonald's new burger. Introducing the Mupkey Murger Burger. 1/18th burger. It's a micro swirl. Have you tried our new appetizer? I mean, I'd buy them. The prompt was pictures of babies at McDonald's enjoying the new baby food menu, which includes pureed Big Macs, pureed quarter pounders, burgers and pureed french fries. I'm not sure what's up with the beer. McDonald's reveals pictures of food item ideas rejected in their new promotion. We start with the seaweed, a soft bin inflated a topped with crazed with fuck's a special seaweed sace, and it just gets more
I'm done.
and more.
Finally done with my little exam.
Oh, Jesus, there's only so much of this I can
Yay.
look at. Let's run one last test. The most important thing.
What the fuck?
I asked for the funniest meme ever to exist.
That was literally just me doing my exam, I feel like. That is horrible.
Aww,
yes, it is.
So much. You Alvisio, how to nest the hot AC.
AI is so fucking ugly.
Meme. No way. Hurricanes out for Wales ho if 4-0 Deloitte.
Oh god. I hate.
So that's a lie. Or that Bergen game with me. Okay, I'm a male, age 23, and drunk. Oh, the fact that age is capitalised. God, that's such a genius move. I can tell you're good at chess. What does it mean?
Eyes.
I don't think you're drunk.
Gosh,
Last one's a lie. Correct. Fucking yes, mate. So now, are you male or female? The big reveal. What do you think?
Penis!
I think you buddy sleepwalks. When we were roommates, I found him sleeping next to a half-eaten steak one morning. He's a vegetarian. Tried cutting
How?
curtains so the horse can get his head through. My co-worker wrote a review for a grill scrub brush on Amazon while sleepwalking. He hadn't bought one. He just talked about how great it was. I once woke up in full ski gear. A few weeks ago, I fell asleep on the couch when my boyfriend was playing video games on our laptop in the bedroom. Apparently, I walked into the bathroom, turned on the hot water in the sink and filled a cup, then walked into the bedroom and asked how his game was going. He said he was getting slaughtered. I laughed, said it was about to get worse, and threw the water at him. Stuck all my flip-flops in between books on my bookshelf, pissing in my roommate's closet, while telling him the church is cancelled. My dad sleepwalked once. He and my mum were in a hotel, and my sleepwalking dad's brain decides it's a good idea to go to the hallway, bang on all the doors, and shout, "Fire! Fire! Everybody out! There's a fire!" My GM block of chopped cheddar stark naked. It was awesome.
Hey!
Oh God, Jesus! Never mind.
What is this saying two things at the same time? I gotta see that one. Ad blocker.
My dog Scooby tried running at a poor girl walking towards me at night. I tried to shout Scooby and come at the same time and ended up screaming scum while I ran with my walking stick in the poor girl's direction. Originating from when my friend Luke asked for a football in Subway, we've run 3 videos now on accidentally mushing words together across both Twitter and Reddit, and I thought I would shine. I splashed a citrus-based drink into my eye, and my co-worker said, "My bad, sorry." I tried to tell him, "Not your fault," and no worries, just said, "Not bad," as I clutched my eye in pain, saying, "Are you okay?" and saying done at the same time, and saying, "Are you drunk here?" like Shrek.
You don't get.
My friend's mum asked me what fast food place I'd prefer. I tried to say I don't care and it doesn't matter at the same time. Accidentally told her that I don't matter. Move. I once tried to thank my co-worker who kindly made some coffee for me by saying, "Oh, thanks, you're a sweetheart," and bless at the same time. I ended up saying thanks. Do you know you're a Swiss? Once at my waitering job, I tried to say bon appetit and here you go while giving a family their food. Ended up saying hepatitis. I tried to say my tongue isn't working and I'm tripping over my words at the same time. And what actually came out was my tongue is twerking. One time my friend said that their mum was in the hospital. I tried to say, "Oh, I'm sorry, and is she okay?" and just said, "Oh, well, I'm okay." So, hyping myself up about life. I was trying to say I am unstoppable, can't be fucked with, but I ended up saying I am unfuckable. I once talked to a friend who talks about our favourite animals. My peanut brain tried to say I love ducks and seals too at the same time. It came out as, "My name's Ellen Sugar. I host The Apprentice and I love deals." My brother tried to say, "Close your mouth and be quiet," and all that ended coming out was, "Be closed." I was with my friend and I slapped a fly off her leg and I tried to say, "Well, there was a fly and well, there was one on your leg," and I yelled, "It's a leg!" I once hit someone with a swinging lunchbox and I tried to say sorry and oops at the same time and then ended up shouting at some random student, "Soup." Once my mum tried to say take care and good night, remember to take the money with you at the same time to the pizza guy, and ended up saying take the night with you. I used to work in a cafe shop. I meant to say hi, morning ma'am, and are you hungry? I ended up saying horny slag. Whenever I get reminded of that, I just want to end my bloodline. I just My mum was ordering food, and instead of saying chicken nuggets, she said, can I order some chuggets? When I was 10, I tried to say sorry, and of course at the same time, but ended up whispering sauce to a random tall guy at a water park. When I was in the 3rd or 4th grade, I tried to ask my teacher, can I use the bathroom and can I use the washroom at the same time? And I ended up screaming, can I use the bashroom? I'm 26 now, and that's still me. Recently I was at work and it was pretty quiet, so a female
use the bashroom
for a good 30 minutes. Of being socially awkward, I'd already planned to end with, it was nice to chat with you, too, if necessary. Necessary, really much once the conversation started. However, she threw a spanner in the works when she said it was lovely to meet you, and my response was, I love you too. One day my mum hiccuped and yawned at the same time, and she sounded like she was having a heart attack. Obviously, how am I going to do this? You ready? I was in a
I don't know if I can do it either.
Crime is so amazing, so I tried to say, no, it's bad, but because of my author vocabulary, I also tried to say, no, it's horrible. So I ended up just shouting, no, it's
I love horror.
Oh yeah, just that place. Thank you. You tried this before? Have you tried this before?
Yeah.
Is it good? I've heard it's a bit. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
I want to say no problem and no worries.
That's what it is.
Someone thanking me for giving them directions ended up saying no prairie and confidently walked away. Are you enjoying the job? Are you enjoying work? Are you enjoying the jerk? My brain is melting and my mind is breaking down. My mane is having a breakdown. Fasten your seatbelt and buckle up. Buckle up. I bawled my eyes out and I cried. I cried my balls out. Loudly crying face emoji. Loudly crying face emoji.
Crying balls out emoji.
Tried to tell my mum that a girl was giving me sass and attitude. Oh no, what did you say? Satitude. Ended up saying she was giving me ass. Once I pulled my hair out, my sister wanted to say, so, how's the long hair life going? It came out as, how go hair long, the life going, the long hair going, treat the long hair, etc. for about a minute. Once I tried
that makes sense.
Squeeze at the same time and said, a squish, hairy squish is my new favourite
squish
word. Recently, this Halloween, my mum tried to say Bussela Godis, a Swedish for trick or treat, and instead ended up saying Goss Ella Budis. That is Swedish for what you want, cuddling or cuddling. Throwback to when I wanted to say, I love succulent plants and I own a lot of succulents. It came out, I own a love pants. A love pants. I tried to ask for a white coffee with cold milk and ended up asking for
love pants.
White milk. I once tried saying down and share at the same time to 2 children, and my dumbass said, shit air. Scalabro was trying to
shit air
in high school chemistry class, but couldn't decide between choice B or choice C, and just ended up letting out a loud, strangled bees. One time when I was in art club after school, a classmate tried to say, that's nice and that's lovely, but ended up telling me that's nice. Went out with my mum today. I asked her if she had her phone charger with her. She was trying to say, well, yeah, it's in my purse, and yeah, I've got it on me, and ended up saying, yes, it's in me. I tried to tell my co-worker to chill out and calm yourself, but ended up saying, go chill yourself, and then he misheard it. Fuck my
You should chill yourself now.
I thought I'd end, or somewhat conceitedly, with a compliment from Christoph Kemp 6400. Me and my brother love your videos, and I like to keep him informed of when you post a new video. One time I went to tell him, new Matt Rose video, but instead of saying Matt Rose, I said Rat Moses.
Rat Moses? I love Rat Moses. Oh god, people writing jokes in their sleep. Oh no.
What do you call a siege weapon that can throw both new and obsolete projectiles? A backwards compatapult. Customer in restaurant opens menu to waiter. What's good? Waiter, not much. What's good with you, fam? The most annoying sign is sinus congestion. If you offer someone something in exchange for a cephalopod with a camera on its head, folks, that's a quid pro quo, squid go pro. All jokes that people are told by their own sleeping minds in dreams. Fascinating. Freudianly fascinating. And just to confirm, yes, don't worry, it does still count as your joke. Let's look at some more. I woke up from a dream at 5 a.m. about a hot tub, and this joke came into my head. Accused of murdering someone while in a hot tub in Paris. J'accuse.
Oh my
dream
fucking
that I did stand up, but the only joke I could think of was whoever invented fire was cooking for real. Last night I had a dream where all I remember is getting out of the plane and telling my friend, here, what do you call a non-binary shrimp? By their prawn nouns. And immediately woke up. I'm not non-binary.
Pronouns?
Read or heard that joke. What the fuck happened?
Pronoun, that's really funny though.
It was the greatest ever. Disappointed to see what I wrote down last night. Oh, hello. I am 3CEO, like C3PO, but I run a big company. I woke up and wrote this note in my phone, convinced I dreamt the funniest joke of all time. Picasso, yeah, pick donkey so, had a dream that I thought of the funniest joke.
I should get off now. Okay, bye-bye. And a point of force, dad, damn.